how sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to, yes, it took some air out of me. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. It is not my fault that I'm late. It is not my fault I'm late. It's Yukon Phil's fault I'm late because I was watching his video and I got distracted and it was really good. And I'm going to talk about it. But this is your Thursday night, your weekly Thursday night nerdy show where we sit back, relax. I said we sit back, relax, pour ourselves just a little bit of and we talk whatever it is you want to talk about. We shoot the shit. We shoot the breeze and just hang out. Hang out before the weekend. Hang out before you can all just nicely calm down, sit down, enjoy a drink, go outside, all that fun stuff. This is your pregame to that. As always, if you got a YouTube channel, podcast, blog, vlog, OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat. Support one another. Plug yo shit. My meter says I'm hot today. So one, I knew that. Two, I don't think it's that hot coming through the sound. But let me know if I'm a little loud. Let me know if I'm a little elevated. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. You know, let me turn this. Stickers in the store, nerdaffiliated.com. And if you sell some stuff, put it in the chat. Like I said, support one another. You know what? Skip a high-priced vintage collection figure this week and buy some merch off one of your friends in the chat. That's what we do here. And without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend himself, who doesn't remember what button to push. Do I not do a button? I don't do a button. I just go and manually do it. That's
Boo! Boo! Rubbish!
That's it. Show's over. Sorry, guys. I gotta get the hang of this. What movie is that from? Gotta get the hang of this. It could be a lot of movies, but think movies I would watch. But as I mentioned, I'm happy to see all of you guys here today. I messed with the settings on my Rodecaster here, and that's why you're hearing like everything, including the breathing. So I'll have to fix that at a later date, but it's all right. Unless you guys want ASMR, you know, I'll just sit here and, you know, I'll just breathe into the mic. Actually, you know what? First of all, I'm going to throw some wrenches in the chat because now I know I can do that on my phone. I didn't know that before. I can throw wrenches as I'm, why is it not working? What's going on here? Am I off the stream? Am I not live? Oh, I am live. All right, cool. Hang on. I'm gonna throw some wrenches real quick. Give me a second here. But there's gonna be some heavy breathing. There is going to be some heavy breathing on the show today. I'm sorry in advance. It's gonna happen. And I think some of you guys know why there's gonna be some heavy breathing. Hang on. Let's see. They give you too many options on this thing before you get to just a regular wrench. Like, I've almost put some of you guys in like ban mode. I've almost like suspended you, muted you. I've almost done a lot of things because they just put too many damn buttons here. I sound like an old person right now saying that stuff, but it's true. It's damn true. All right. I think the wrenches have been dispersed. Why would I be breathing hard today? Are you guys ready? You ready for this? Hang on, I'm gonna hide myself from here. How do I do that? Spiderman animated series, courtesy of JB and Marsha. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to unbox that figure. It's going to breathe. T3 said it right there. He said, yeah, I would breathe heavily for that. Yes. JB says, unleash the Kraken. But let me go back to the top of the chat. Chat is back on the side, by the way. Shout out to my dumbass for figuring out how to do it again. But I'll probably forget by next week. It's fine. But I'll say hi to everybody first. Casual Nerd Josh in the house. Good to see ya. EC in the house. My brother in arms for Ghost Brothers Ecto collecting figures. Good to see ya. Saying what up. Oh, not this guy. I was thinking that too, but then I noticed everyone has a wrench. I'm probably seeing the chat on the screen here out of order, is what I'm guessing from that. The man collects in the house. Good to see ya. He says, whoa, I got a wrench. I think it's the first time I've had the moderator wrench. I feel special. You should. All of you guys should feel special. Yukon Phil in the house. Good to see ya. Yeah, here's the thing. At a certain point, am I going to stop throwing wrenches out there? Of course. Of course that's going to happen. But you guys are the loyal ones. You guys are the ones that are here every single week, every live show, every pre-recorded show, every pre-recorded podcast, every Instagram post, every TikTok post. You guys are there in the trenches. So yeah, all of you deserve some wrenches. So I'm happy to see all of you. Yukon says it took me almost 2 years to get a wrench. Have we known each other for 2 years already? That's crazy. I mean, freaking K-Walk over here. Good to see you. We're at, what, 4 years now almost? Next month makes 4? Yeah, I'd say so. That's wild. Like I said, Marsha in the house. Good to see you. T3 in the house. Sal in the house. Henry Resilient in the house. Man, I was cracking up on the way home today. I almost got into a car accident sending this dude voice memos of his video, but I'll show you guys on screen in a little bit, that video. Who you calling casual, says Sal over here. Love that. Everybody's saying hi to each other. This is great. Creativity from the future in the house. I think I said that before, but I don't remember, so I'm going to say it again, just in case. Consult the blind guy in the house. Good to see you. You sound sexy. All good. Wow, 74 in South Carolina today. Wasn't it like 20 down there the other day? I was watching, YouTube suggested to me today, one of those people who's like, oh, go with me to work today. Like it's awesome. I love this shit. And he lives in Atlanta. And it was like, I don't know, 18 degrees in Atlanta or something like that. It's crazy. But what was crazier was that dude had like 270,000 views on his go with me to work today video. But then I also realized he works at Google and YouTube. So I'm wondering if the algorithm just naturally pushed that. I think it may have. I have my suspicions. Because every other one of his videos had like 1,000 views, 800 views. But that one popped. Just went. And who was I listening to? Oh, Agostino on YouTube. I'm a huge fan of his, even though I can't pronounce his name. But in my defense, his name's hard to pronounce. He did a whole thing the other day on this girl who posted when she got laid off. She was one of the unfortunate few of some company where they're like, oh, due to right sizing, we have to let you go. Like, we have to let you go. Like you choose to let go, or it's stupid. Anyway, he was like, this is so dumb. He's like, these social media people just on, go with me to work. It's great. Like the one chick is like, oh, here I am taking a break in the coffee lounge. And then I'm going to go to the quiet room and take a nap. Then I'm going to go to work for like an hour at my desk. Oh, hey, my friends are going to the bar for some yoga. So we're going to put Slack it away and go up to yoga. And then like these people are like, oh, I don't know how I got laid off. I don't understand what happened. I'm like, F off. There's my soapbox rant on there. Shows up early and then ends early. Me? I don't think so. Everybody saying hi to each other. Any upcoming Power Ranger interviews? I'll get there. Hey, I don't want to forget. Hang on. Let's see here. Close out some screens. I forgot something. I was gonna break out a Un Libre, but I forgot it in the living room. That's all right. Anyway, just to get a plug out the way here. Nerd Affiliated on Instagram. Make sure you guys give us a follow over there. You can find links to all the shows, latest unboxings, news, all sorts of fun stuff over on Instagram. Of course, there's nerdaffiliated.com as well. But you can find me, El Presidente, over at HeyArcher on Instagram. The Rambling Nerd is Rambling Nerd on Instagram. And then we, of course, have The Real Nerd Busters on Instagram if you're into the Ghostbuster kind of thing. So make sure you head over there. We were talking about Star Wars theory this week. Let's go over to Henry Resilience channel. Let me sub. You guys got to remember, do not take offense if I pull you up on screen and I'm not subscribed, because this is not my main YouTube channel. The browser you see up here. So there's probably a bunch of you in here that I'm not subscribed to. As I go through, I will correct it. But it's not because I don't watch the content. This is not my main page. Disclaimer is done. But shout out to Henry, but also more importantly, shout out to Brent, one of his loyal subscribers, listeners, caller-inners, an avid Power Ranger fan. Because this was pretty funny. We'll play the beginning of this, and then we'll proceed. As always, we let the ads roll for our friends. So yeah, you guys are going to watch about poly mailers right now. But as backstory, Austin St. John, my favorite Red Ranger, and Walter Jones, my favorite Black Ranger, did a video talking about why they left the Power Rangers. And I was really excited for it. I was like, oh, okay, we'll get to see, like, I mean, we know why Austin left. He's done a number of videos, but we've never seen Walter do a video. So I was like, all right, the two of them will be there. 2/3 of the group that left the OG5, and we'll get another perspective on what happened. But sure enough, it was paywalled. They dropped a paywalled discussion on why they left the Power Rangers. Was it 99 cents? Was it $1? Let's listen in.
Unit. Right. We were
Stop the cap.
Let's go back real quick.
We agreed that we were gonna stick together as a unit. Right. We were
Stop the cap.
They put it out there. You know they paywall this shit. You know what I'm saying?
gonna fight this together.
Right. That didn't happen.
Very nice about this.
Oh, guys, if you don't know, that is on the left in the white shirt. That is our.
Oh wait, shout out Henry. I'm just gonna say right now. Oh damn it, I just forgot it. Fair use.
We're famous.
Bad boys. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when they come for you?
And we have Walter Jones. Now, here's the thing, guys. For the weekend, we doing a Power Ranger stream. And they over here giving up. We about to tell you We about to tell you why we left. We never teamed up together. You know, it's the first time. Power Rangers racist? According to him, yes. According to him, back in the day, I got him in 4K saying it was racist. But they got some new stuff they trying to sell. And look, guys, here's the thing. I was tempted to spend the $20 to see what the hell they got to say for 20 minutes. Their paywall is so whack. I know, Cheyenne. I know. I know.
And the wild part is we all know why they left. So, you know, as content creators, we all understand that you have to sometimes, you got to sell shit. You got to sell something to make up extra bucks, help justify overhead costs, all sorts of stuff. But these dudes were like, we're going to talk about why we left the Power Rangers. And they put it behind a $20 paywall. $20. So Henry, like myself, intrigued, was going to watch it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't pull the trigger. But shout out to the man Brent, one of his loyal viewers, subscribers, caller inners.
MDB, it was 20 million, and then they made 66. So let's say
it's a
half
$40
of
million
that,
profit.
No, they said that Seinfeld was very successful, which it was, and they said that they were not asking for $1 million per episode. So that's a rumor. That's circulating around like in the internet sphere, right? I'm sure that
miraculously the guy you were talking to in chat, he's fucking gone.
Oh, is he?
He's like, okay, I want to debate Brent, then cam up. Cam up or shut up.
Because he was talking the same he mentioned the same talking points that Francis mentioned when we discussed the Brent stream, like about the JDF, the cons, and like the free autograph. We already discussed it many times, but this is
so I'll let you guys watch the whole thing, watch it later on. I'll put it in the comments there. But Brent watched the entire, thing. He paid the $20 and he was able to see it, and it was nothing new. It was literally nothing new. So that's the kind of shit that like pisses me off. It really pisses me off because, a lot of us, we have these fond memories. We root for them when nobody else is, supporting them. Like Austin St. John wouldn't have a freaking anything if not for us old heads out here buying shit on the regular. And I understand the way contracts work, he probably didn't get nearly as much as he should have. I've talked about this before. But you decide that you're going to do a conversation with Walter about why you left Power Rangers, and of all the choices to do, you're like, we're going to paywall it at $20. I was going to make a hand gesture. I'm not going to do that because, sometimes I try not to get kicked off of I try not to get kicked off of YouTube, so I'll skip the hand gesture, but you can probably assume what it is I'm going to gesture. Legacy of Nerd in the House, who's actually referenced in Henry's video. So definitely take a watch. Figure Fever in the house too. Good to see you. It is wild. It is absolutely wild. But yeah, I won't be interviewing Power Rangers anytime soon. I've got to ask questions. I'd have to ask questions. There's plenty of celebrities where I could probably like fake it. If let's say like Ryan Reynolds is in front of us, right? Like, am I going to really try to ask Ryan Reynolds like hard ass questions? No, I'm going to shoot the shit. I'm excited to see Ryan Reynolds. But also St. John, I'm going to ask you about all the drama behind Power Rangers. Like, I don't need to know what your favorite episode is. There's like 5 million podcasts where people ask you that. Tell me what it felt like when you said, I'm coming back to do Turbo. Tell me about that. Tell me about when you and JDF were at such odds. You guys are canceling appearances because the other one's there. Like, tell me about that shit. So it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Yukon says there's no bigger troll than T3. There's some people out there might have him beat. Might have him beat. Phil says 29 in the chat. They come and go. They come and go. YouTube sometimes pushes the videos out there and then it pulls them back in. So I hope that sometimes we can keep at least one person. At least one. And those are good poly mailers, yeah. It was probably the poly mailers that lost people. They came into the stream and were like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, I'm out of here. But Legacy's got the hookup. Here we go. If you want that membership, hit up Legacy so he can get something off that affiliate link. I endorse that. No, I'm not even lying. If you are going to try to watch that video, pay the $20. Use Legacy's link. That's what we do here. We should always use each other's affiliate links. Yeah, I'm in that mood right now. Only made $10 this month. That's not good for business. I feel you. To be fair, the paywall is a membership to Fan Forward, which comes with a lot of perks. Fair. That's fair. Tell me the first thought you had when they mentioned making the movie. Yeah. All sorts of stuff. For Dada Films, because he came in a little bit late. Good to see you.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
But we all know the reason why you guys are here. We know why you are here. We gotta do an unboxing. How do I get myself back on screen here? Do I do this? I always forget. Flip it. Nope. All right, so we go here and then this one. I forget. There we go. Boom. Let's move up there. Let's do that. All right. So T3's right. Patrick in the house. Good to see you. T3 is trying to do the Lord's work here. And he's trying to talk me into not letting this babe breathe out of the box. In case you don't know, this is one of the most sought after Spider-Man figures in the Marvel Legends line of Spider-Man figures. Really. You got the animated series Venom out there. Previously, I would have said the Scarlet Spider-Man figure from a couple years ago, but now there's a new one coming out, so you know that one's probably going down in value pretty soon. But this one here, top 3 for sure. And JB was able to bless the kid with this one. He probably had to ask Marsha first. She said, he shall pass. So here we are. Now, E3 EC makes a great point. Open it, you're not going to sell it. And that's where we're at these days. As we start to really nitpick our purchasing and limit ourselves, be smart with the purchasing, you got to start asking yourself, am I buying this because I'm trying to flip it? Am I buying this because I want to enjoy it? And that actually, there is option 3. Do you buy and keep in box, which is completely normal as well. But I'm not an inbox collector. Everything on display is always out and about. So it is time. We're going to do it. Should we refill first? We should refill first. Hang on. The unofficial sponsor of every episode, Hudson Whiskey, New York. Still waiting for that check. Oh boy. It hurts because I do have some of these carded Spider-Mans on card. But I've been letting them go. Been letting them go to people in need, aka people that I am becoming bad influences for. But this one's got to come out. It's got to come out. So We've wanted this for a long time. I'm channeling my inner Kenobi here. If you know, you know. Man. Oh, that was not fun. It's not fun. Sometimes just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Here it is. Here it is. All right. Got web effects. You don't get that anymore from Hasbro. Taking him out there. He's also got 2 additional pairs of hands, 2 wall crawling hands, and 2 web slinging hands, or twip hands, as the kids would say. And you know what? You don't get those with the Marvel Legends figures anymore either. But here we have in hand Spider-Man, the animated series. Spider-Man. There it is. This is absolutely amazing. Todd, if you're watching this, take some notes. This is what cell shading really looks like on a figure. This is cell shading done right. But it's weird. In holding this figure, compared to every other Spider-Man figure that we have unboxed, that we've looked at, this feels like the animated series. Like, it feels like you gave me this straight from that time period. I can't explain it. I can't explain it, but it feels that way. I mean, I'll show you articulation because this is an older figure, right? Older figure. It's still pinless. Sorry, the focus is going to jump a bit, but I'll try my best. It is still pinless for an older figure. At the knees, the arms. Literally, the only thing it is lacking is toe articulation. Come on. There you go. But it feels like the animated series. This is great. So immediately you know what we're doing. You know why we're doing this. Wow, just Samson in the house. Look at that. Long time in the house. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, that's it. That's the Mighty Maker right there. That's why we're here. God, come on. Yeah. Man, so good. So good. This just feels so right. It feels so right. So right now, side by side, this one here, this is the Renew Your Vows 2-pack Spider-Man. This is, without a doubt, if anybody tells you otherwise, I don't know where they're coming from. But this is, without a doubt, the best Spider-Man body to date. To date. But they're actually the same, which is great. They're actually the same. The only difference here, it looks like the torso is different. Yeah. The Renew Your Vows is taller. That's kind of hard to see. What is it focusing on? What is the camera focusing on? Get to the main event here. So Renew Your Vows is taller. I think it's a different torso, or there's like more in the belly area. Like it's a little bit higher, but otherwise pretty damn close. And I did have this animated series head sculpt on this figure, and it just didn't, it just wasn't it. It wasn't it. But this here, this is it. This is it. Got him next to our boy Murdoch. Let's see here. Let me make some adjustments for you guys. There you go. A little bit taller. A little bit taller. But you can also do that as well. I'm a fan of that. Again, I had this head sculpt on this before. I liked it, but it just felt wrong. Just felt different. But yeah. Man, that is so good. It makes a difference. The color scheme, the spider logo, all of it makes a difference. I don't understand why Marvel doesn't have this in constant circulation. If you guys have been toy hunting lately, and I'll get to the comments real quick. Hasbro has decided that they're going to be re-releasing some older figures, right? So there's a Tom Holland Spider-Man, Iron Man, or just two different Iron Man figures. We have Civil War Captain America. They released those. The idea is that every day is a new casual collector born. We're going to put figures out that they would want. This is one of those figures that should be out there. 1,000%. Casual collectors, every single time, if they see this figure, they're buying it. In fact, if Hasbro wants, they should take and make this a release right here. That head sculpt, that body, put that head sculpt as an additional one in the packaging. Get rid of the cell shading, add the toe articulation. I'll let you eat on this one. We'll say $30, and you're good. You're good, but you need all the additional hands. Thwip, wall crawl, fists. I'm trying to think what else you can put in there for $30. This one came with a camera already, so maybe that one. Hell, you know what, Hasbro? I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot in this one. VHS 2-pack. VHS 2-pack. Oh no. Sorry. Do a 2-pack the way that Mattel does their Ultimate 2-packs. 2 carded figures in a cardboard box, in a larger cardboard box. You got one full Spider-Man suit with mask. Second body, Peter Parker suit. Of course, maskless. Polo shirt, Peter Parker, though. So 2 Spider-Man figures, 2 carded figures, but they're in one giant box. Polo shirt, animated series, no cell shading, toe articulation, 50 bones. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. You tell me you guys wouldn't go for it? You wouldn't go for it? Let me get back to the chat here. Sorry, I got distracted. I was in the zone. Now I want to box my Cell Venom. Oh, you have the cell shaded Venom as well? Wasn't it? I think San Diego Comic-Con, right? That's a good figure. I don't have the cell shaded one. I have the other one. Dude just brought me back to my childhood. Yeah. Like I said, just Samson in the house. Good to see you. It's been a long time. That's right. You knew it. Head swap, baby. With black rubber band inside. Oh, for like the in the torsos, yeah. Yep. Yeah. You guys know it. This is the Spider-Verse we should have had. He should have been in that movie. He should have been in the animated movie. He should have been in the live action movie. No questions. No questions. Is that animated Tom Holland? Yeah, it's so good. I am good, man. It is good to see you. So glad you're doing well. Focusing on Kevin Spacey. You leave my Matt Murdock out of this. I love that figure, man. Camera keeps focusing on the blind guy. Oh, it's so good. All hunts well. Freezer is full. There you go. Just Samson, a man of nature. A man of nature. Can't. I love that. I absolutely love that. I didn't put two and two together until just now. That's so good. Oh, it's so good. Mega Demon Collects in the house. Good to see you. Super stoked about tomorrow. It's my 29th birthday. Hey.
Specifically vodka,
There you go.
whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Patrick says they have to re-release it when the VHS boots back up. Yeah. 29. Man, you guys remember 29? That was crazy. Knowing Hasbro, that will be 65. Knowing current Hasbro, yeah. Yeah, it's 65. Yeah, the Venom came in that VHS, or in that cell-shaded Venom came in that giant box. That thing was sick. That thing was sick. Animated series Venom figure. SDCC, I'm pretty sure. Here it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that box is pretty sweet. First time I saw it was at Billy's house, Billy Nichols. Shout out to the brand show. It is a great, great packaging. Came down though, 126. It's not terrible for this. Not terrible at all. But he has no shots of the figure, so I debate whether it's in the box. I debate it, but man, it's so good. That is mint. Actually, I'll grab the Venom figure. Hang on one second. All right, so I grabbed a couple of different figures for you guys to check out. Some of these you've definitely seen on the channel before. Let's move our boy up a little bit. Let's see here, where am I at? So there is a couple different Venom releases that we've had over the last like 2 years. And one of them is this guy here. Now, this is a Venom that came in a 2-pack with, is it Null? I believe. And I loved the figure. Loved the figure. Had no desire to purchase it, because it's not my Venom. Much like, what you guys are saying here, my Venom is the animated series Venom. But alas, they announced they're releasing an animated series Venom. And I ended up buying this figure because that was the Venom we got. Now, it's great because it's him kind of fighting with the symbiote. This figure was part of a 3-pack. It came with 2 other ones, was it like Screech and Wrath, I think, are the other two figures. But it only has that head sculpt and one without the symbiote. So it has the half symbiote face and then it has a clean face. And I was like, I need one that's full Venom. I'm going to need that because I'm going to eventually try to get my hands on our boy Pete here. So I ended up buying this 2-pack so that I can do a head swap. So just so you can see. And it's funny, it's my first TikTok, I believe, that had passed like 15,000 views, I believe. Was when you buy a pack of figures just to head swap for another figure. There you go. So I bought the larger Venom just to put this head on there. And this one also came with one without the tongue, where he's just kind of like snarling. But you can swap this thing both directions. You know, and it still kind of works. It still works. So, yeah. Got this figure, loved it, but needed a Venom head, so bought that figure. Worked out. Catch up in the chat here. T3 says, I'm missing Venom, Rhino, and J. Jonah. Yeah, I had J. Jonah. Well, I do have J. Jonah, but I had an extra one on card, and I sold that to Billy because he was also collecting his carded figures. J. Jonah, it's funny. We were talking last week about Yukon Phil's, like, going back to watch old videos. If I could have been recording my toy hunts at that point, J. Jonah was peg warming hard everywhere I went. Every GameStop, I should say, specifically. J. Jonah Jameson was just sitting there. So I picked two up. I gave it time, too. I picked up one eventually. And then the second one had a layer of dust on him. And I was like, I'll take it. Why not? See what I do with it. And yeah. Forever 41. There you go. Fig swap. Yeah, you know it. Mega Demon says, I saw on Toy Biz Marvel Legend for $25, but I noticed it still had the Kmart price sticker on the Toy Biz Marvel Legend Scarlet Witch for $8.95. Man, those were the days. That is facts. Man. Same thing with my Batman, the 1989 movie figures I have. It's cool that the old stickers are on there. I think that those are KB toys, but it sucks. It sucks when you see that. Well, that's dumb. My reaction was crickets and eerie silence. Archer, where'd you find your Daredevil? The timestamp covered what it said here. Where'd you find the Daredevil? I would so put him on my set if I could find one. LOL. Could be my mascot. Yes. Let's see if he's still on Target, actually. Because that Matt Murdock was not the hardest figure to find. Daredevil, Marvel, Legends. So heading over here as I continue to be a bad influence on many people who watch the show. So these are the re-releases here. Captain America, Iron Man. I really wanted this Cap. I really did. And I saw him in person 2 times. And I was like, nah. Not happening. EC says, yeah, I just saw one hanging at my Target. I think there's one at my Walmart too. Yeah, that wave of the Far From Home figures. Oh, here you go. Yeah, $23.99. Not for pickup, not for delivery, but you can get it for shipping. Link is in the chat. I love this figure. It don't look anything like Charlie Cox. Like, I'm not even going to cap. It don't even look like Charlie Cox, but it is damn near my figure of the year. And I don't understand why. This figure has a death grip on my soul. It's in every unboxing now. It's on my desk. It's the only figure on my desk. But I love it. I love it. So we'll do one more comparison here. Let's take out this version of Venom. And we'll put down Green Goblin from the MJ 2-pack. And yeah, it's good. That is a far better Green Goblin than the previous release. Hands down. Pinned, but not the end of the world on that. Yeah, this is good. This is good. T3 says it's back in stock. I need 2 of him. 1 to rock, 1 to stock. Wait, who's back in stock? Who's back in stock? I am shocked that this Sandman sold as well as it did. Not gonna lie. Tom Holland's still $24.99. That's the one I was talking about the re-release. But the Tom Holland, the Tobey Maguire, those things are gone. They are out of here. Right? Let's see. Marvel Legends Spiderman. Yeah. Yeah, they out. They are out. Let's go to Hasbro real quick. What about this thing here? 160. Patrick, you doing this? You buying this? By the way, there's a Haslab that's going to be announced next week. A Transformers Haslab. Filter out of stock. Murdoch. Yeah, Transformers Haslab is next week. So, curious what you guys think that's going to be. Shout out Yukon Phil. Oh my God. Oh my God. This set here, $50 for Chopper, Sabine, and 2 Loth Cats. Vintage figures. $25 each for a vintage collection figure. And you know what's crazy? These figures are meant to complement, because you can see the artwork there. They are meant to complement the Ghost, because those figures are going to be on a similar card. As you can see. So Phil made an amazing point. Absolutely amazing point. This Haslab, which costs $500, I believe. You guys can correct me in the chat. I think it was $500. I didn't think it was going to back. Did not think it was going to back. And then when it did back, I was like, all right, maybe we get to the first tier, which is Ezra, but there's no way we're going to pass 11,000 subscribers or 11,000 backers. Sure enough, it did. It absolutely did. So you got Ezra, you got Sabine, you got Kanan, and you got Zeb, 17,000 backers. Then they said that's where it ends. But if you guys get us here, we'll release Sabine and Chopper in Vintage Collection with this same card back so you can buy them and complete the team. But fuck you at the same time. Because if you're going to take this off card, L. That's an L. So right now you're going to have the Ghost, and you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 figures that you can unbox unless you bought 2 of these things. So 4 figures for your Ghost that you cannot even unbox. Yeah, $500. And then they're like, if you want to complete the team here, 50 bones for the last 2. Vintage Collection was what, $13 at one point? Now we're at $25 a pop. It's the beginning of the end. Beginning of the end. They're smoking really good stuff at Hasbro. They are. They are. Snip this comparison for the algorithm. Ooh, good call. Good call. Now, TrainBot is for the professionals. It's a combiner for those who have space. Okay, gotcha. Dada says, do not buy. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. But what they're doing, too, is they're saying you have to pre-order it by February 14th. And the reason they're doing that is these are going to be made to order. So they're not going to be making these for mass release. If you want the cards, you have to buy it by December 14th, because then it's probably going to ship the same time the Ghost is shipping. This might be one of the smartest things they ever did, and it's also one of the most scumbag things they ever did. They said, if you're even debating this, if you're even debating completing the team on card, you're going to have less than 30 days to figure it out. Because if you skip these two at $50 and that Ghost arrives and those other 4 figures are in there and you look at them and you actually do want to keep them on card, fuck you. You missed out. It's a wrap. So super scumbag move on Hasbro. Just business. Over on the Star Wars side, at this point, it's just business. Crazy. They'll sell at least 17K orders of them. Hopefully. I mean, I almost don't want them to. You know, it's like, what's the... You know, in Phil's video, he was talking about Star Wars Sith. And he's excited for this Ghost. Star Wars Sith from the jump was pumped for that Ghost. And I'm happy for him. I am absolutely happy for him. I don't understand, or I didn't understand, the desire for the Ghost. And then I backed the 2 in a box Haslab, so I'm like, all right, yeah, I get the hype for something, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna spend the money, blah blah. I get it after the fact, but it wasn't until JB pointed it out where he's like, well, what are you gonna do? You have the Ghost, you have the 4 figures on cards. Are you opening those, or are you buying 2? But then you're spending $1,000 just so you can open 4 figures. It's wild. So right now, somebody like Star Wars Sith, who was so pumped to get the Ghost, has his 4 figures on card with this special card back art, and he has no choice but to buy these 2 figures at a 50% markup over what Vintage Collection would normally cost. Because Vintage was what, 13? Now they're probably at like 16. Has Vintage Collection crossed $20 a figure yet? People are really yelling outside my window right now. Let's see, Star Wars Vintage 27. What the fuck? That must be a reseller. 21 for that boba right there. 27 for this. Yo. Hold up. Wait a minute. Nah, let me go to Hasbro. Let's check out Hasbro here. Star Wars Vintage Collection. How much is that Dooku going to cost? Sold out, $17. Star Wars Vintage Collection. 16. Yeah, all right. So 16 is like the new base price. Crazy. They're approaching reaction figure prices. We've talked about that ad nauseum at this point. That's wild. I mean, it's like I said, it's smart. It's smart to make it more relatable to something that, you know, I'm hardcore in the fandom at right now. Going to Ghostbusters here. If you backed this proton pack back in the day, which was $400, you got the proton pack, but you didn't get any wand. You know, you got the straps, you know, you got all these cool details, you know, you could wear it, you know, all that fun stuff. You can do that. Get the slime, but you'll see there's no cable here. There's no hose coming out of it. If you wanted to be able to hold a wand, blast your ghosts, bust your ghosts, you have to buy the wand separately, $130. You're not gonna say no. Well, I'm just gonna wear this thing? No. So I've done it before, and I get it. The exception here, I will say, when I unboxed, and this was before I became more involved in Ghostbuster stuff, but when I unboxed that Spangler wand, I got it on clearance for $88 the first time. I was like, all right, this feels like it's actually worth $130. It feels like it's worth the normal price. And when I saw Anthony and Steve with this proton pack in real life, after making my own proton pack or modifying my own proton pack, I should say, I was like, damn, at $400, this was underpriced. So Hasbro took a bath on this one. So making you buy the wand separately, I got it after the fact, but not for carded figures. That's just crazy. No way to justify 25. Yeah. They'll sell 21, $768. Deluxe. Yeah. Okay. And they're already super rare collectibles. Yeah. Over 600 between the Ghost and the $50 with tax. Yeah. They should allow you to buy multiples of the tiers. Interesting. I wonder if that could work. Like even going here, like this came with Marshmallow Men. Like that'd be cool if they're like, oh, do you want to buy another bundle here? Like spend an extra $50 or something. That could work. Here's the other one. This one was funny. If you wanted to connect your Spangler wand to the pack and get the hose, you had to reach the first tier. So Hasbro be playing games, man, but they're still on the path that we sadly may not follow, where these figures start being made, or they start to be made by other companies, and they're just setting out that license. I'm not gonna lie, this $33, that's cheaper than I thought, way cheaper than I thought. When I was listening to the fan stream, I was like, this thing's gonna be $40 easy for Super Battle Droid. Oh, sorry, Droidica, not Super Battle Droid. This Thrawn was hilarious. They announced this thing, 3D render, January 2025. Yep. Bunch of other vintage collection things here. Yeah. But I'm shocked, but not at the same time, about some of these items that are not sold out yet. Because people are just tired, man. Just tired. Like, why'd you do this? Like, why'd you put this with this? $50. And this is Black Series, $50. I just caught that. For the same price, you can get 2 6-inch figures, one that's all bullshit, the other one you really want. The same price as 2 3-inch figures. So, you know, it really makes me question, is this a Disney issue or is it Hasbro? One of the two are being greedy and making it really hard on the other side. That's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. Transformers continue to sell out. continue to kill the game. Dooku sold out. I'm surprised Anakin didn't sell out, but 24. Oh, Black Series. Okay, $24 for Black Series 2 is crazy. Ben Riley's still there. Shitty articulation, but you know. Also, in case anybody's curious here, there's the fan photo of Ben Riley Spider-Man, Last Stand Spider-Man with old man Tobey Maguire head. You cannot fig swap this with that Tobey Maguire. I'm telling you now. The neck on this figure is too long. I think the peg might even be different. Who was that? This guy in England who always gets interviews with the Marvel Legends team. He did an unboxing. He somehow got these early. And you cannot head swap this with any other Marvel Legends figure. So if you bought this thinking you're going to head swap this with Bully Maguire, ain't going to work. Which is really depressing. Really depressing. Kay in the house, good to see you. Clearly Hasbro's planning to go out of business. Yeah. GB says that's exact number of ghosts sold. If someone bought the ghosts at that price, why wouldn't they complete the crew? I know I would. It's yeah. And you're too far in the game to cancel the ghosts. You can't cancel it at this point. I was like, why is Aquaman on here? Let's name more. Let's see what else they got. Oh, this thing's back? This figure's dope. I wish this was a 7-inch scale figure to go with the other Predator figures. I wish. Every time I see this thing, I want to buy it. This is some great photography as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's sick. If this goes on clearance at any point, I'm grabbing it. I might even buy 2. But I wish if this was 7-inch scale, or if the Predator figures were 6-inch scale. So good. So good. Good to see their stupid hologram figures are there. Yeah. Man, it's crazy out there. It's crazy out there for a hunter. So many figures out there that, like, you know, you see them, you want them in theory, you see them in real life, the quality's not there, not as many accessories are there, you know, and then you think back to, like, you know, this Spider-Man, you know, like, great articulation, comes with 3 sets of hands, web effects. This retailed originally for what, 19? The re-release I think was 24. You know? But you don't get that anymore. Just give you shit. Anyway, I can't wait for my 2 in the box to come. Cannot wait. There you go. Ordered 2. Yeah, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've converted another nerd into a toy collecting nerd. I love it. I am going to ruin all of your lives. 1 subscriber at a time. So good. Anyway, I think that's a wrap. I think we're actually going to wrap on time today. If you've not had a chance, let me pull it up here. Boom. Well, and boom. We dropped, drop that thumbs up. We dropped a new video today, 3 tips, 3 hacks to become a Ghostbuster. So give it a watch. I worked hard on it. That's not why you should watch it. I actually just think it's a good video. But if you've debated dressing up as a Ghostbuster, If you're one of those few who has a Haslab pack, you have a Spirit pack, but you're like, where do I go from here? I'm going to help you out. You can do some easy Ghostbuster cosplays with the tips in this video. There will also be links in the description. So if you're like, oh, where do I buy certain things to make my own cosplay? There you go. It's right there laid out for you. So check it out if you can. Share it with a friend if somebody's mentioned wanting to be a Ghostbuster. Part 2 will be me comparing a smaller, we call them 80% pack, proton pack, comparing this to the life-size pack, which is all blacked out back there, but that's a larger one. So that video will be the next one in our Ghostbuster series. Otherwise, I'm just going to be freaking unboxing these little things here. $7. $7 Chuck. Can't beat that. I'll be doing an unboxing when it arrives. One to unbox for the set and one to hold. There we go. I love that. I'm going to put my video in the chat so you guys can see that. There you go. So good. This was a fun episode. Once again, another fun episode. Just to give you guys an update, we are around 100 subscribers. 100 watch hours until monetization. So if you get a chance this weekend, watch some content, share it with a friend. We greatly appreciate it. But we are 100 watch hours to monetization. Thank you very much. Appreciate all of you. I also want to send a giant apology to two people. Creativity from the Future being one, and JB's Toy Hunt being two. You guys have been members over on the website, and I thought I updated all my assets where I thank the channel members. I did not for, I think, the HeyArcher Live stuff. So you guys were not thanked on the HeyArcher Live videos, but you were thanked on the Nerdy Coffee ones. So I want to give you guys an extra thank you. I've updated the assets, but I'm also going to give you a giant thank you and a cheers to all of you, because you are now shown as Green Goblin just ate it, as you guys are shown on the videos now. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Definitely hopping on that video after that. Appreciate that. There you go. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. We got some sword play going on here. So good. But another fun episode in the books for all of us here. Just one more time. Man, shout out JB's Toy Trunk. So good. It keeps going to the blind guy. It keeps going to the blind guy. HeyArcher Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. But every Monday morning, 9 a.m.-ish here on Nerd Affiliated, we have Nerdy Coffee. Two different shows, two different vibes. Either way, you're stuck with this guy. More unboxings, more Ghostbuster videos, all that fun stuff coming down the pipe. HeyArcher Live on Instagram, Nerd Affiliated on Instagram, Rambling Nerd on Instagram, The Real Nerd Busters on Instagram. But more importantly, Book of Archer on Instagram. That's the photo page. So head over there as well. I appreciate all of you more than you realize. I say that all the time, but I will never get tired of saying that. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. We're out of here.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.